Close your eyes and sit comfortably. Breathe in through your whole core space. Your intent for the practice is to work your breath and the poses in a struggle-free way. So deepening your breath, filling in through your pelvis, up through your core, and in under the collarbones. And using your breath to create more space in your abdominal cavity. Come into Astavakrasana with the bottoms of your feet together, feet about 12 inches in front of the pelvis. Fingertips behind your hips. Lift your chest. Inhale. We'll be doing Kapalabhati. I'll start you off. So deep inhale. Exhale through your nose. Another deep inhale. And Kapalabhati, doing forceful exhales 50 times. Continue on your own count. When you're finished Kapalabhati, we'll be inhaling for the count of 10, holding your breath for the count of 10, exhaling forcefully through your mouth, holding on empty, and then pulling your belly up for Uddiyana. If you haven't done this before, just watch through the video once, pause, and then try it 2 times on your own. Once you're finished Kapalabhati, walk your hands forwards. Exhale forcefully through your mouth. Hold on empty, pull your belly in and scoop your chest forwards. Hold for 1 to 10 counts in Uddiyana. Relax your belly before you inhale. And bring your hands back behind your hips. Do a second round, Kapalabhati, 50 forceful exhales, passive inhales, and then back for another round of Uddiyana, forward fold. During your Kapalabhati, plug your sit bones down onto the mat, lift your chest and your back ribs away from your hips. Inhale for the count of 10, hold for 10, and exhale forcefully through your mouth. Walk your hands forward in front of your shins. Hold on empty. Uddiyana. Pull your belly in. Let your belly soften as you pull it in. Chin is lower than the normal level, so bring it towards your chest. And then relax your belly before you take a deep inhale. Stay in forward fold. Inhale along your entire spine. Exhale, lower both shoulder blades down your back and release in the back of your neck, the front of your throat, and your jaw. Inhale, lift the front of your chest away from the pubic bone. And then exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Keep the balls of your feet connected. Roll on up, back to sitting, and cross your legs for spinal twist. Inhale to lengthen your spine, lift your whole rib cage away from your hips. Exhale, place your left hand, the left fingertips behind your hips. Twist to the left, bringing your right hand to the left thigh. Keep your chin in line with your chest. And along with working poses in a struggle-free way, don't force the twist. Feel for the organic rate of release. So feel for where there's tension in your core. Come out of the twist a little, breathe into that area, and just let your breath kind of dissolve the core tension. Come back to center. Inhale to lengthen your spine and exhale, twist to the right. Right hand behind your hips, left hand to the right thigh. Inhale into your back ribs, lifting the back of the rib cage away from the sacrum. And exhale, lower both shoulder blades down your back. Bring the back skull bones over the tailbone.
Expectations aren't met in me today.
Untwist, come back to center. Lay down on your back for abdominals. Grab a rolled up yoga mat, a rolled up towel or a block, and place it between your inner thighs near your pubic bone. Interlace your fingers behind your neck and head, point the elbows skyward, and straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. 3-part twisting abs with the roll. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders straight up off the ground. Curl your tailbone up and squeeze the roll. Exhale, point your elbows to your left thigh, pull your low belly down. Inhale, come back to center, press your sacrum into the ground, curl your tailbone up. Exhale, point your elbows to the right thigh, and pull your low belly down. Inhale, come back to center. Curl your tailbone up, squeeze the roll, flex the feet back. Exhale, pull your low belly down towards your spine. Inhale, press your low back into the ground, curl your tailbone up, squeeze the roll. Exhale, point elbows to the left, pull your low belly down. Reach up through the balls of your feet. Inhale, come back to center, curl your tailbone up, squeeze the roll. Exhale, point elbows to the right side, pull your low belly down. Inhale, come back to center, press the low back into the ground, curl your tailbone up. Squeeze the roll, and exhale, pull your low belly down. Inhale, come back to center, press your low back down, curl your tailbone up, and squeeze the roll. Exhale, point elbows to the left, pull your low belly down. Inhale, come back to center, curl tailbone up, squeeze the roll. Exhale, point elbows to the right, and pull your low belly down. Inhale to center, curl your tailbone up, squeeze the roll. Exhale, pull your low belly down. Take an inhale. Lay your head down. Exhale, put your feet down. Frog lifting through is next. Bring your knees up into a chair position. Hands are still behind the neck and head, elbows pointing up. Then frog, open your legs. Inhale, curl your head and shoulders up off the mat, elbows straight up. Exhale, curl your pubic bone towards your navel, reach through the inner and outer thighs and pull your low belly down. Inhale, keep the head and shoulders up. Exhale, press your sacrum onto the mat, curl your tailbone up, and pull your low belly down. Inhale, hips down. Exhale, curl your pubic bone towards your navel, reach through the inner and outer thighs, pull your low belly down. Inhale, lift your head and shoulders up just an inch. Exhale, curl your tailbone up, and pull your low belly down. Inhale, lower the shoulders a little. Exhale, curl your pubic bone towards your navel. Keep reaching the thigh bones away from the hips and pull your low belly down. Now inhale, lift the head and shoulders up more. Exhale, curl tailbone up. Reach through the inner and outer thighs, pull your low belly down. Inhale, lay your head down. Exhale, put your hands on the outside of your legs and help your legs back together. Bridge is next. Lay your arms down beside you, palms facing up. Roll both shoulder blades away from your ears. Bring your feet in towards your buttock. Inhale, curl your tailbone up off the mat. And exhale, press into your legs, lifting your hips up. Inhale, telescope your ribs, bringing the whole rib cage away from the hips. And then exhale, lift your collarbones towards your chin. Inhale into the front of the chest. Exhale, tuck your tailbone towards your heels. Relax in the back of the neck and the throat. Keep your hands and arms relaxed here. Use your strong legs to keep your hips up in this pose. Come down, tuck your tailbone towards your heels, lower your upper, mid, and then low spine, tucking the tailbone with every segment that you lower back onto your mat. Then hips come down last. Roll onto either side and press yourself up using your arms, coming up with a relaxed neck. Use your hand on the side of your head to lift your head back up. Turbo puppy to turbo dog is next. Come onto your hands and knees. With the hands slightly in front of the shoulders and about mat width. Inhale, lift up between the shoulder blades. Roll your shoulders away from your ears and bend the elbows towards the mat. Wrap the low shoulder blades towards the armpits. Stay on your knees for turbo puppy. Relax the back of your neck. Keep inhaling into the upper back. Squeeze the elbows towards each other, feeling the pec muscles turn on. Inhale and exhale, straighten the legs for turbo dogs, keeping the elbows bent towards your mat and wrapping the shoulder blades. So this is the action of bringing your shoulder blades towards your armpit and spreading in the upper back. Get your knees back on the mat. And sun salutes are next. Come to standing at the front of your mat. Mountain pose. Inhale, lift your arms up. Tuck your tailbone towards your heels. Forward fold. Exhale, pull your belly in as you fold forwards. Lunge. Inhale, step your left foot back. Place your hands on your hips with the thumbs on the sacrum. And lift your rib cage up. Plank. Step your right foot back. Chaturanga. Lower yourself down to the mat. Low cobra. Hands in front of the shoulders. Inhale, scoop your chest forwards. Downward dog. Exhale, press your hips towards the ceiling. Lunge. Inhale, step your left foot forwards. Hands on the hips. Lift your rib cage. Forward fold. Exhale. Mountain pose. Inhale, stand up. And forward fold. Exhale. Keep your neck relaxed. Lunge. Inhale, step your right foot back. Hands on your hips. Plank. Keep your knees on the ground. And chaturanga, exhale, lower yourself down to the mat. Cobra, inhale, scoop your chest forwards. Tuck your tailbone towards your heels. Downward dog, exhale, press yourself up, wrap the shoulder blades. Lunge, inhale, step your right foot forwards, hands on the hips, lift your rib cage. Forward fold, exhale. Let your spine relax here. Mountain pose, inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands in prayer position at your chest. Mountain pose, inhale, arms up, shoulders relaxed. Forward fold, exhale. Lunge, inhale, step your left foot back. Reach the arms up. Wrap shoulder blades. Plank, hands down, step your right foot back. Exhale, lower yourself, chaturanga. Cobra, inhale, scoop your chest forwards, lower the shoulder blades away from the ears. Downward dog, exhale, press yourself up. Lunge, inhale, step your left foot forwards, arms up, shoulders down. Forward fold, exhale. Mountain pose, inhale, stand up. Tuck your tailbone, pull the belly in, forward fold. Lunge, inhale, step your right foot back. Reach the arms up, tuck your tailbone again, and lift the back rib cage. Plank, step your left foot back. Chaturanga, exhale, lower yourself to the mat. Cobra, inhale, scoop your chest forward. Reach back through your legs, active feet. Downward dog, exhale, press yourself up, wrap the shoulder blades. Lunge, inhale, step your right foot forwards. Arms up, wrap the shoulders. Forward fold, exhale. Mountain pose, inhale, stand up. Hands into prayer position at your chest. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up, forward fold, exhale. Easy twisting lunge. Step your left foot back, keep the left hand about 12 inches to the inside of your left foot, and bring your right thumb into your right hip crease. Create some more space in the hip joint. Keep your neck relaxed here. So you're coming into a twist to the right. Plank, step the right foot back. Lower yourself to the mat, exhale. Cobra, inhale, scoop your chest forwards. Tuck tailbone to make more space in your low back. Turbo puppy, bend the elbows towards the mat, lift up in between the shoulder blades, and then turbo dog. Straighten your legs, keep bending the elbows and wrapping the shoulders. Easy twisting lunge, step your left foot forwards, keep the knees at a 90-degree angle. Left thumb to the left hip crease, right hand on the mat, 12 inches to the inside of your right foot. Twist to the left. Inhale, lift your navel away from the hip. Forward fold, exhale. Mountain pose, inhale, stand up. Forward fold, exhale. Lunge, easy twisting lunge. Inhale, step your right foot back. Right hand is still to the inside of the left foot. This time, reach your left arm up. Keep the neck relaxed. Plank, step your left foot back. Exhale, lower yourself to the mat. Cobra. Inhale, scoop your chest forward, reach the legs back, tuck the tailbone towards the heels. Turbo puppy. Press yourself back with the elbows bent. Keep a strong wrap in the shoulders. Press up into turbo dog. Easy twisting lunge. Step your right foot forwards. Keep the left hand on the mat. Twist over to the right. Right arm up towards the ceiling. Lower both shoulders away from the ears. Keep your neck relaxed. Forward fold. Step your left foot forwards. Mountain pose. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, hands in prayer position at your chest. Moving into B series with 3 pose vignettes. Chair pose. Inhale, lift your arms up, bend your knees. Forward fold, exhale, fold forwards, pull your belly in. Half lift, inhale, scoop your chest forward, keep the back of your neck long. Plank, step back into plank. Chaturanga, exhale, lower yourself down. Cobra, inhale, scoop your chest forwards, reach the legs back. And downward dog, exhale, press yourself back. Triangle, inhale, step your left foot forwards. Come into triangle. The left hand on left shin or on the floor. Right arm reaches up. Inhale, lengthen the left rib cage away from your left hip. And exhale, lower the left shoulder blade away from the ear and let your neck relax. Tuck your tailbone away from your low back, getting more spacious in the lumbar spine. Extended warrior variation is next. Bend your left knee, place the left elbow on top of the knee, and reach behind your back with your right arm, grabbing onto clothing or your left hip. Inhale, lengthen your left thigh bone away from the left hip. And then exhale, tuck the left sit bone towards the floor, getting more spacious in the hip. Keep the feet active and press firmly into both feet and strengthen both legs. Lounge lunge. Come into a low lunge with the right hand on the ground in front of the right shoulder. Twist towards your left leg, wrapping the left fingertips around the shin. Inhale into the right rib cage. Exhale, sink your right rib cage towards the mat. The shoulder can hike up towards the ear. Keep breathing in a way that opens up the right ribs and maybe gets into the low back. Boat. Step back into plank. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Clasp your hands behind your hips for boat. And inhale, lift feet and chest up off the mat, reaching your hands back towards your heels. Downward dog. Press yourself into down dog. And triangle, inhale, step your right foot forwards. So feet about 3 feet apart, heel to arch alignment. Inhale, reach the right arm forwards and then down onto your shin or the floor or a block. Left arm up. Inhale, lengthen your whole rib cage away from your hips. Exhale, lower both shoulders away from your ears and tuck your tailbone towards your back heel. Inhale, roll open through the left side of your chest. Extended warrior variation is next. Bring the right forearm on top of your right thigh, bend the right knee, wrap the left arm behind the back. Either press the palm onto your sacrum or grab onto your right thigh or clothing. Inhale, lift the front of your rib cage away from your pubic bone. Exhale, lower both shoulders away from your ears. Tuck the right sit bone towards tailbone and reach the right thigh away from your hip. Lounge lunge. Place the left hand on your mat. Come into a low lunge. Left hand is in front of the left shoulder. Roll your rib cage towards your right thigh, sinking the left ribs down towards the mat. Tailbone down towards your back heel and reach back with the left thigh and spread and open the toes. Keep breathing into your left rib cage, and on exhale, sink the ribs a little more towards the floor. Turbo dog. Come onto your hands and knees. Inhale to spread the upper back. Exhale, bend the elbows. Start in turbo puppy. Wrap shoulder blades. And then straighten the legs for turbo dog. Keep the back of the neck relaxed. The elbows pointing towards your mat and the shoulder blades, the low shoulder blade tips, wrapping towards the armpits. Ostrich. Inhale, step your left foot forwards. Come into a warrior two stance. And interlace your fingers behind your hips. Reach the hands down towards the floor. Tuck your tailbone. Inhale, lengthen the rib cage, and then exhale, fold forwards towards your front leg. If you need a little extra support, you can rest your rib cage on your front thigh or fold more evenly towards the inner legs. Inhale to spread the collarbones. Exhale, bring your hands back towards your hips. Head to ankle prep is next. Left hand comes onto the left inner thigh, close to the hip. Right hand on your mat by your right leg in front of the right shoulder. Inhale into the left hip and low back, and then exhale, gently guide the thigh bone away from the hip, feeling for spreading in the low back and getting more space in the hip joint. Keep the back of your neck relaxed. Twisting lunge is next. Put your back knee down, come into a low lunge with both knees at 90-degree angles, so the hips are over the back knee. Right elbow onto the left thigh, make a fist, place the left hand on top, and twist towards the left. Inhale, across your back, and exhale, lower both shoulders away from the ears, roll the left rib cage open towards the ceiling. Keep pressing through both legs, turning on the leg muscles and keeping your neck and shoulders relaxed. Boat is next. Lay down on your belly. Clasp your hands behind your hips and inhale, lift the legs, chest off the ground. Exhale, let go, and press up into downward dog. Ostrich. Inhale, step your right foot forwards, come into a warrior two. Clasp your hands behind your hips. Inhale, lift the ribs, and then exhale, fold forwards towards your inner right thigh. Keep lengthening both shoulder blades away from your ears, keeping the back of the neck long and opening up in the front of the collarbones. Bring your hands back to your hips to release. Head to ankle prep is next. Right hand to the inner right thigh by the hip, left hand by your left foot on the mat. Inhale to spread your right side low back. Exhale, gently guide your thigh bone away from the hip joint, opening up in the low back and hip. Crow is next. Oh, nope, twisting lunge is next. Come into a low lunge with your right foot forwards, both knees at 90-degree angles. Left elbow over the right thigh, twist over to the right. Inhale to lift the rib cage away from your front leg. Exhale, roll the right shoulder and the front of the right chest open. Relax your neck. Now crow is next. Come into a low squat position, lifting your knees up towards your armpits. Bend the elbows turbo dog style. And you can start by lifting one foot at a time off the floor, really pulling your belly up towards your spine. Or float both feet up off your mat. Press firmly into your hands, lower your shoulders away from your ears. And use the action of squeezing in the low belly muscles and thighs towards your chest, pressing the floor away with your hands. Put your feet back on the mat. Come into down dog. Warrior 2 with archer arms is next. Inhale, step your left foot forwards, come into a warrior 2 stance. Lift the right arm up and the right elbow, and then reach behind your back with the left hand. Clasp hands. If your hands don't clasp, grab onto your clothing, or if you have a strap, grab a strap. Now breathe into the space where your hands are connecting, or between where your hands are connecting, so in between the shoulder blades. Lift your rib cage away from your hips. Tuck tailbone, and then cassowary is next. Exhale, fold forwards, bringing the right elbow towards the floor. Inhale into your right shoulder, and exhale, wrap the shoulder blade towards the armpit. If your arm is pressing on the back of your neck, you might need to use a strap or grab onto your clothing instead, so come out of it a little bit so you're not cranking your neck. Twisting warrior is next. Shift your legs into a warrior 1 position. Bring the right elbow tip onto the left thigh. Twist to the left. The right hand is making a fist, the left hand placed on top. Both elbows are in line with each other. Inhale, lift your rib cage away from your hips. Exhale, tuck the tailbone and lower the shoulder blades. Relax the neck. Turbo dog. Come onto your hands and knees to set up first. Inhale, lift the space in between your shoulder blades. Exhale, bend the elbows, wrap shoulder blades towards armpits, and straighten the legs. Inhale, lift your rib cage away from the shoulders, hips away from the ribs. And exhale, wrap the shoulder blades a little more. Warrior 2 with archer arms. Inhale, step your right foot forwards. Left arm up, bend the left elbow and reach the left hand with the right arm. So either clasping hands, or grabbing onto clothing or a strap. Inhale into the left shoulder. Exhale, wrap the shoulder blade, the low shoulder blade tip towards the armpit. Reach the elbow skyward. Cassowary. Inhale, lift your rib cage first. Tuck tailbone. Exhale, fold forwards. Bring the left elbow towards the mat. Now inhale into the front of the right shoulder. Exhale, move the right shoulder blade down your back, shoulder away from the ear. And take another breath under the collarbone. Keep pressing firmly through both feet, lifting your toes up off the mat, pressing into the heels. Twisting warrior. Reset your feet, warrior one position. Left elbow onto the right thigh, make a fist. Place the right hand on top. And twist towards the right. Inhale to spread your back. Exhale, lower the shoulders away from your ears, relax your neck. And inhale, lengthen the left rib cage away from left hip. Exhale, twist a little further, pull your belly in. Astavakrasana is next. Come into a sitting position, one leg straight. And bring the other leg, the knee pit over the shoulder or over the top of your arm, over the tricep. First stage, lift your bum up off the mat. And lift the straight foot off the mat. Another stage, cross the straight leg over the one that's over your tricep. Then bend the elbows, bring the legs out to the side. If this isn't clear, you can watch through the steps first and then play with it after you've seen it. Switch sides. So other leg, knee pit over the tricep. Lift yourself up off the mat and wrap the other ankle over the one that's bent. Straighten the legs, squeeze thighs together against your arm. Bend the elbows towards the mat. Keep the back of the neck long. And then sit yourself down. Flank stretch is next. Come into a wide leg forward fold. The toes slightly turn inwards. Right hand grabs the left outer ankle. The left hand comes to the outside of the left foot. Inhale into your right rib cage. And then stretch your rib cage towards your right leg. So your ribs are reaching away from the leg that you're holding onto. Egg beater. Reach your left hand underneath your right hand. Grab onto your right leg and twist the front of your ribs open towards the right leg. So the back of your ribs comes closer to your left leg. Other side. Left hand grabs the outside of the right ankle, right hand to the outside of the right foot. Rest onto the floor and reach your left ribs towards your left thigh. Breathe into the left rib cage, getting a nice stretch all along the left side of the body. Egg beater. Reach with your right hand underneath your left. Grab onto the left ankle and then twist the rib cage so the front of the ribs is facing the left leg, back of the ribs is facing the right leg. Keep your neck relaxed. Then really breathe in this twist. Release. And sit down on your mat for half lotus shin bound spinal twist. Bring the right leg into a half lotus, or bring the knee or the foot to the inner thigh of the left leg. The left leg is straight. Wrap a strap around the knee of your right leg. Then reach for the strap behind your back with the left arm. Grab onto the strap by your hip. Right hand to the outside of the left leg and twist towards the left. This is more of a twist than a forward fold, so if you're kind of slouching forwards, reach your right hand more towards the left knee. If you're sitting up taller, and then twist. And feel for a nice release in the front of the left shoulder. Untwist and switch to the other side. So right leg straight, left leg in a half lotus or just the foot to the inner right thigh. Put the strap, loop the strap around your left shin and thigh, and then with the right hand, reach around your back, grab the strap, left hand to the outside of the right leg, twist towards the right. Inhale, lift your ribcage away from your hips. Exhale, twist a little further. Get some release in your neck by lowering your left ear towards the left shoulder. When you breathe, feel for spreading your breath against the arm that's behind you. Breathe into your low back. Exhale, roll the right shoulder back, even just an inch, feeling for spreading in the front of the collarbone. Savasana is next. Untwist. Lay down on your back, palms facing up. Roll both shoulders away from the ears. And bend your knees, tuck your tailbone to lengthen out the low back, then straighten your legs. You can pause here and spend as long as you need in your Shavasana. Bend one knee at a time towards your chest and roll onto your left side. Press yourself up with your right arm, coming up with your neck relaxed. Use your left hand on the left side of your head. Lift your head up. Come into a cross-legged seated position. Inhale, lift your chest. Hands together in prayer position. Breathe into your whole core space. Namaste.